Hi, my name is Björn and I want to welcome you to the Story to Present Public Speaking and Storytelling cohort course. I'm super happy that you've joined this course, and in the next 6 weeks, we'll be working together to boost your public speaking skills, your communication skills, your delivery skills, your storytelling skills. So everything you need to become convincing in speaking and conveying your message, getting your message across, making people to listen to you. If you watch this video, you probably have missed out on our first live workshop session. But not to worry, in this video, I will explain to you what you can expect in the coming 6 weeks and what is expected of you in the coming 6 weeks, and how you can catch up with the rest of the group so you can still be ready to go to kick off this course and to start your learning journey. So I'm Björn, as I said, and I use theater techniques to help people become more convincing and more compelling speakers. I'm a director and an actor, and on theater, we use our body, our voice, our facial expression, and our emotions to express ourselves, right? And to convince others on stage. And these techniques I've also been using to coach and train people for over the last 12 years already at a lot of different companies. And I gave all kinds of workshops on companies and universities, helped startups to build their pitch for investors. And I've put all these exercises and assignments that I did in these workshops and these coachings together in one online course. And this online course is the basis of this cohort course, the coming 6 weeks. And this course has 6 chapters with over 50 videos. And these videos are divided in lectures where I share my knowledge on public speaking and presenting and storytelling. There are exercises for you to train and practice your skills. And there are assignments. And in these assignments, you build towards your presentation. So by the end of this online course, you've gained a lot of knowledge on how to present, but you've mostly have gained a lot of skills, personal skills you've built, and you have a presentation ready to go. So, but this cohort course is not only this individual online program. It has 2 other components. One is the live workshops. Fortunately, you have missed the first one, but there are 2 more live workshops to come. And in these workshops, we go a bit more into your individual needs. You know, what do you struggle with? What can I help you with? And we will looking into short presentations together, give each other feedback, do a few exercises. So you're not alone in the process, but you also get feedback from others, practice in front of a live audience. Next to the workshops, there's also body sessions scheduled. And in these body sessions, you get together with other participants of the cohort course. And again, you do exercises from the online course together, but you also have the opportunity to practice a presentation in front of others that are also focusing on becoming better speakers. Yeah, they're in the same process as you, so it's very valuable to hear their feedback, but also to give your feedback to others, because that's also where you learn a lot from, to analyze behavior of others and see how they can improve. So those are the main 3 elements in the coming 6 weeks. We have live workshops, we have the online learning program, which you do individually, and we have the body sessions. So let's go over it, what is expected of you every week. Yeah. So basically, you do 1 chapter of the online course each week. And in the first week, we focus mainly on why. Yeah. Why are you saying what you're saying? What is your actual message? What is your view on things? What is your opinion? How do you feel about it? What do you think about it? And it's all about becoming more expressive of your opinion and your emotions. Because this is, for me, the basis of a good presenter, a good speaker, is that you know what is your message? What do you want to bring across? Often people, when they prepare for a presentation or a meeting, they only focus on what they want to say. Yeah, they have their content ready. But content is not the same as a message. And this is what we dive into in this first chapter. It's very important. Also, in this chapter, we look into how to give constructive feedback. Because in the coming 6 weeks, you'll not only get feedback from me and from other participants, you will also have to give yourself feedback on how you're doing. You're going to record yourself giving a presentation and then give feedback on that presentation. And this is hard because often we only see what we don't like. You know, oh, I say so much, my voice sounds so weird. Oh, I should not forget something. I should not move that much. Stuff like that. And we mostly focus on what you do not want to do. I want to turn this around. I want to help you focus on what you want to do. Yeah, so we create active suggestions. And this activity gets you moving, gets you flowing. This is also what we have been practicing in the first kickoff workshop. Not to worry, there's a very clear explanation on constructive feedback in the first chapter for you to catch up with that. But it is important to look at this video closely because it sets a basis for you as your personal public speaking coach in the coming 6 weeks. So look closely at that. So that's week 1, chapter 1 of the course, and focusing on becoming your public speaking coach. Also important is to know, why are you actually joining this course? What do you want to learn? What is the goal you have set for yourself to reach in the coming 6 weeks? And what helps is to answer the question, in 6 weeks, what do I want to have learned? Yeah, where will I be in 6 weeks? 6 weeks. What skills have I developed? Or what struggles have I been working on? So where do I stand in 6 weeks? And if you can formulate that wish, you also create focus for yourself during the course. Okay, so that's week 1. Let's go to week 2. In the second week, we focus on storytelling. Again, often when presenting or delivering a message, we focus on what. Yeah, what is the content? In storytelling, it's not only about what, it is also mainly about how. How does it look? How does it smell? How does it sound? How does it feel? So you start describing things. And giving descriptions activates the imagination. And this is a powerful instrument. If you can activate your listeners' imagination, you have them as active listeners with you. That's what we focus on in the second week. There are different exercises to train that, to come from saying what something is into describing. And also we look into the use of examples and anecdotes in your presentation. Somewhere in week 2 or 3, you will also schedule your first body session. There you meet up with other course participants. And that's why it's important to reach out to the other participants to see in what group what group you have been divided to, right? Or what other participants are your buddies for the coming 6 weeks, so you can schedule your session. Another thing that is important when presenting is try not to be perfect. Allow yourself to make mistakes. We're all human beings. So that's why I'm not going to re-record this video. You just have to deal with my mistakes. All right, so the body session, it has to be scheduled somewhere week 2 or week 3, because in week 3, we have our second live workshop. And I definitely hope to see you there and to meet you there. And in this live workshop, you will give a 2-minute presentation. And this 2-minute presentation is about the topic of your final presentation. I need to explain a little bit about this, because in the coming 6 weeks, you will work towards your final presentation in the final workshops after 6 weeks. And for that, you need to choose a topic, what that presentation is about. And in these workshops, in 3 weeks, in the middle of the course, we look into a 2-minute presentation of you on why you have chosen this topic. So why do you think this topic is interesting to your audience, and why does this topic matter to you? For that, it is important to now already choose a topic, what your presentation will be about in 6 weeks. So you also can prepare for your presentation in the checking course. And because there are also assignments to build your presentation, it's good to have an idea of what your presentation is about from the exact start of this course. All right, so that's the live workshop, yeah? We focus on this 2-minute presentation, get feedback, and we also dive a bit deeper into storytelling, but I will explain that all in the live course. The online program in week 3 is about structure, yeah? How to structure your presentation, what structures can you use, what structures fit the best for what message. So, and in the buddy session, as I said, you can already practice this 2-minute presentation and get feedback from your buddies before you go into the live workshops and present it to the rest of the group. Then we go into week 4, and week 4 is a bit more the technical side of public speaking. So we start looking into how to use hand gestures, how to use facial expression, what to do with the voice, what to do with the body. So it's about training your instrument, as I say. And I put this technical side a bit later on in the course because I first want you to connect emotionally to what you have to say. And then you can start adding techniques to express that even more powerful. Because if you only do the techniques, you will lose your personal authenticity. And that's not what we want. I want to be you, the best of you. Yeah, this is important when presenting. Don't become a presentation robot with a lot of techniques, but become the best of you in your style of presenting. That is why the technical side, which is of course important and can boost your skills a lot, but is put a bit more towards the end of the course. This is a bit of a longer chapter. So in this week, there are no live sessions scheduled because there's a lot of exercises for you to do. The cool thing is a lot of these exercises you can also train in your daily work life, right? You can just practice using your hands in your next meeting, or say, okay, this next Zoom call, I'm going to speak up a little bit. I'm going to raise my voice, or I'm going to emphasize. So there's a lot of exercises for you to implement in your daily work life. Then week 5, finally making slides. This is what many people start with when presenting their, creating their presentation. I want to turn that around. First, you need to have your message straight. Then you build your structure. And if you have your story ready, then you can decide what slides can support your story. In this chapter, we look into how to build those slides, how much information can you put on the slides, what makes slides readable, what makes slides attractive, how to make better slides than the ones that I did for this presentation. In week 5, also, you can schedule again your buddy session. And in this buddy session, you choose one of the exercises from chapter 4, the technical side, that you think you struggle with the most. And that exercise you do with your buddies together. This is fun, but also very helpful to get feedback from others on how you're doing. Also in the buddy session, you can do a trial run of your final presentation, which is scheduled at the end of week 6. So that you've done it out loud once before you go to the rest of the group. So then we're already at the last week of our course, week 6. And in this week, it is all about how to prepare yourself for this big moment, for your presentation. Yeah, how can you prepare yourself physically? How can you deal with stress? How can you deal with anxiety? But also, how can you study for your presentation? What are good ways to memorize your structure and your content? So stop memorizing a script and start going from message to message, from example to example. This is what we work on in the final chapter of the course. And then we have our final workshop, our final presentation. It's called the final presentation because it's the last workshop of the 6 week, but it's not an exam. Yeah, it is not the end of your learning journey, but it's a moment to collect feedback and also to look a bit further in the future. What other steps can you take? How can you keep on learning? The online material will stay accessible for you after 6 weeks, so you can always look back at the exercises, at assignments, at lectures to keep on learning after this 6 weeks. Yeah, so it's a final presentation because it's the end of our working together, but it's not, of course, the end of your learning path. A 5-minute presentation on a topic of your choice. That's what you work towards. And I would advise you to choose a topic that is close to you, that you know a lot about, that you can speak freely about, because this course is not about doing research. It's about delivering your message and how you do that. So if you look at this, total 6 weeks, yeah, the structure is pretty straightforward. 1 chapter every week. If you do that, you have the right pacing of the course. But it's of course not always easy to schedule time. Many people are busy. It's hard to prioritize learnings like this. So I would advise you to schedule weekly sessions, right? So to do the entire course, you need roughly about 3 hours a week. Try to already schedule some time in your calendar to do the exercises. Even better, as I said before, you can do a lot of exercises you can do in your daily life. Yeah, so it's good to start the day with looking at 2 or 3 videos and then take these exercises, these assignments into your day. This way, you don't have to create this huge block of training, of exercising, but it's more a focus you take with you in your daily work life, and then it's easier to implement. What I see sometimes happening is people waiting for the next live workshop and then trying to look at all the videos one day before. It's not only about looking at the videos. Yeah, public speaking is something you learn by doing over and over again, practicing by training. And if you know what to train, this is very helpful, what to look at, what to focus on. So I would advise you to schedule 20 minutes a day, roughly, to look at some videos, maybe do 1 exercise quickly, and then take it with you in your day to immediately implement what you've been learning. And this way, in 6 weeks, I promise you will learn a lot, gain a lot of skills, and a lot of confidence in conveying your message. So my question to you now is, do you already have a topic that you want to talk about? A topic for your final presentation in 6 weeks? Because if you start the course now with your topic in mind, it will help you build towards that final presentation step by step. And you can use the assignments of the course to build that presentation in the end. And again, choose a topic that is close to you, that you know a lot about, so that you don't have to do a lot of research to find the content. And you can focus on the structure, on the delivery, on the slides, on your connection, your opinion to it. Now, a lot of input from my side. Yeah, best is to just now log in to the program and start working, start looking at the first video, do the first chapter, catch up with us. So we have you on board and we see you and your newly learned skills in the check-in workshop in 3 weeks. Important. Check if the login works. Yeah, so please go to story2present.teachable.com and then click the login button. And then you can log in with your company's email address and the password that has been sent to you by email. Then you see the course. You can click on the course and you see the curriculum. The whole curriculum is set as drip content. It means 1 chapter will be scheduled, it will be free for you each week. This way you won't be overwhelmed with all the videos you have to watch, but it's just 1 chapter every week. Yeah, so let's get back. Let's see. So set your personal goals. Think of where do you want to be in 6 weeks. Check if you can log in. Schedule your body session. So contact the other participants. They might also have already contacted you to schedule a buddy session. In some courses, it is always also important to look into the final presentation. It might be already scheduled, might be that we have to divide the group into 2 groups, but you will get this information via email as well. And then log in, start working, start joining the group. You can also leave comments underneath the videos. It will only be seen within this cohort group, so you can also use that platform to talk to each other. If anything is unclear, if anything is unclear, please reach out to us via the email support@story2present.com. We are happy to answer all your questions and help you get on the road. Super happy to have you in this cohort. I'm looking forward seeing you in the next live workshops. Enjoy your learning, and no better day than to start today, start now, and catch up with us. See you in 3 weeks. Bye-bye.